All right, in this very last part, we have now finished creating our amazing video. What you want to do is go back to that DME edit workspace so that you can see everything properly. Go ahead and show a little bit of your video there and make your timeline fit as much as possible. You might also want to go to, let's see, if you want, you can go to the view where you can see your folders, although it doesn't really matter. There, that's good enough. Beautiful. Now I do have the layers that I brought in from that Photoshop document in here as well. Anywho, now that I've got everything done, I'm going to take a screenshot and save out that screenshot so it shows me pretty much everything that's there without having to open up the Premiere project and deal with all the footage. Now the last thing that we're going to do is also export this video. So while you are inside that sequence, we'll go to File, Export, Media. Now when we go to File, Export, Media, the format that we're going to generally use is called H.264. Now there are a lot of different formats. MPEG-4 is an H.264. It could have H.264, but for some reason here they do it as phone versions. So we want H.264, and then we're going to use match source medium bitrate. Now a couple other things that we can do here. One thing, if you look under effects, we could add like color effects, which are kind of cool. So we can even do some like really neat like color color grading things across the entire video, but you have to be aware that's applying it to everything, so we probably won't do that. Of course that would be done in the edit itself, but one of the things I do kind of like is that we can go down to this thing called Loudness Normalisation, and we can make our audio be a consistent loudness for everybody's project. So that's a really nice thing to do, just to make sure we're good. Now when it comes to the video, this is where you would override any of the settings like the bit rate and everything else. For your audio, you would also override any settings that you have for your here. We're using the 192 bit rate for our audio, no big deal. Our multiplexing means that it's going to make an MPEG file. Then we have captions that we could add, but we're not doing that. And then the last thing, which is really kind of amazing they have in here, this is the publish window or publish settings, and we can publish to all sorts of different services: YouTube, Vimeo, Twitter, Facebook. You can do that right out of Premiere, which is kind of cool. One of the nice things, of course, is you can also save this directly to your Creative Cloud. Once you've created that, then what you want to do is choose where you're going to save this. You want to make sure that you are choosing the folder that you've got, and that you've got a good name on your MPEG-4, and then you're going to click on Export. And it's going to take it a while to encode. So I am not going to continue my video here, but I want you to go ahead and save out your final project. Do as much of the Ken Burns stuff as you can. If you can fill up the entire minute, that would be awesome. And then go ahead and add your graphics, do a little bit of color correction, and then finally save out your video by